I surely can do one on the Banshee for you, and I thought it would be a good time to open a field guide to Irish fairies that Phil got me as a little present. So hold on. So I'll just read it first, and then I'll tell you what I know about the Banshee, okay? Folklorists debate whether the Banshee is a fairy, spirit, or mortal. The Banshee. Her Irish name, Banshee, woman of the fairy, suggests that she is of the fairy race, but some view her as a vengeful ghost who will follow a family which has done her harm and will take delight in the deaths of its members. Others have described her as an ancestral spirit whom God has appointed to forewarn members of certain ancient Irish families of their time of death. Whatever her origins, the Banshee chiefly appears in one of three guises: a young woman, a stately matron, or a raddled old hag. These represent the triple aspects of the Celtic goddess of war and death, namely Bav, Macha, and Morrigan. She usually wears either a grey hooded cloak or the winding sheet or grey robe of the unshriven dead. She may also appear as a washerwoman and is seen apparently washing the blood-stained clothes of those who are about to die. In this guise, she is known as the Ben Nye, washing woman. She has also appeared in a variety of other forms, such as that of a hooded crow, stoat, hare, and weasel. All these animals are associated in Ireland with witchcraft and give the Banshee a sinister, magical aspect. However, it is for the signalling death through the Irish cane that the Banshee is best known. One of the best known supernatural figures in Ireland is the Banshee, the restless spirit which follows those Irish families with pure Celtic blood in their veins and warns them of death with their wailing cane. In 1437, King James I of Scotland was approached by an Irish seeress or banshee who foretold his murder at the instigation of the Earl of Atholl. This is an example of the banshee in human form. There are records of several human banshees or prophetesses attending the Great House of Ireland and the courts of local Irish kings. Okay, so now that we've read the book, I'm going to tell you what I know of the banshee, okay? So cute. I love that. So first of all, I want to address the lovely little book that Phil got me. It's adorable. I love it. But always you're going to find millions of books like this, and always take a little bit of caution when you're reading these books, okay? And have your wits about you, because any book that talks about pure bloodlines is a little red flaggy for me. So just take the information out of it and just be discerning in how you look at it, okay? So first of all, the Banshee is a fairy woman. Her name is literally woman of the mountains, the Banshee of the Aishi. 100% this is known. She is a fair folk, okay? But a pretty harmless fair folk. She can't hurt you. She's just scary, but she can't do you any harm. She is simply a harbinger of death. She is simply foretelling you that death is going to come within your bloodline, okay? As fair as saying that that the Banshee is a living person. No, because it goes against what she is. She is a fair folk, so no, she's not going to be a living woman. That's just a prophetess or a foreseer, you know. I wouldn't put the terminology banshee on her, okay? But I don't know, I'll have to go and research that one a little bit more, why they're putting the term banshee on a mortal woman, okay? And see what the history is behind it, where they plucked that from. Because I have never heard that one before, you know. As for following pure Celtic bloodlines, it is said that she follows certain bloodlines, but it's nothing to do with purity of blood. I've heard the Banshee. I do not have a pure bloodline, okay? There is people in America that have Indigenous American blood and a bit of Irish blood, and I've also heard the Banshee. So yeah, that's a bit of bumpkus there, to be honest. So there are two backstories to the Banshee, okay? And that is that she was a mortal woman at some stage before she was brought over to the fair folk. And that is why she is attached to your bloodline. And how she interacts with your bloodline depends on how your ancestors treated her in her living life. If they were good to her, when she comes to kin for the family member, it is with sorrow, it is with respect, it is with love. But if they were mean, or maybe the cause of her death in life, she comes to herald death forward with joy, with loud wailing, loud keening. So yeah, it depends how you hear the banshee to why she comes and heralds death. So look at what I said as the base of the banshee, because wherever you go in Ireland and you sit down around the fire and stories start getting told, there will be a million different stories, a million different experiences of the banshee, and all of them will be entertaining, scary, and amazing.